I don't understand how people afford to do anything.
I'm hoping that, hopefully tickets will go down because of how horrible the Canucks are.
Absolutely, Costco will be the play for dinner that night.
Absolutely. I'm very excited. It's like every time, you go to a game in downtown, Costco is always the
I'm
play.
not getting food at Rogers.
No, why would you get food? It's
Absolutely
$20.
not. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Brothers in the Box episode. I'm Ilias here with Ishan. We are at episode 20. Can you believe that?
Yeah, congratulations.
Yeah, I mean we stuck it out, you know?
Yeah. It was not that long ago. We were at 10 episodes. I feel like, it was like just still an up and coming thing. Now it's like part of our regular week.
Yeah, it's part of the routine. It's gone by quite fast, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like there's been lots of improvements that have been nice,
I think so too.
like the TikTok has been looking good, the Instagram is starting to get some more traction. You saw some comments on the YouTube Shorts as well.
On the YouTube
Yeah.
Shorts.
Yeah, which is
Wow.
that's kind of interesting.
Wow.
Yeah, but no, it's been good.
Yeah, no, I mean, tons of progress. How's your week this week?
Not fun. I had mock exams,
I
which
think that's very fun. You get to
was
showcase your learning.
I'm glad you think so. No, it was a long week, tiring week, but it's over now. It's over now. You get to enjoy grade 12 hopefully until finals. How about you?
Yeah,
How's
fat
your week?
chance, bro. You're telling me you have no exams until finals?
Well, I have like IAs and TOKSA, but other than that, there's not really many pressing tests.
Yeah, I get that. I get
Yeah.
that to some
Hopefully a
extent.
little bit of enjoyment.
To some little extent, yeah.
How's your week?
No, it was good. My week ended on Wednesday, as it normally does now. So I'm currently less than halfway into my weekend at the time of this
Wow.
recording, which is quite wonderful. I know I'm really excited. Ishan and I are actually gonna get to go watch the Shoresy Classic
Yeah,
on
very
Monday.
excited for that.
So that'll be a blast. Sedin brothers are playing.
Yeah, I know you haven't watched Shoresy. I've been watching a little bit of it. I think I'm on season 3.
Coming quite quick.
But yeah, no, it's very good. It's very funny. So it'll be nice to see like all the cast there, and then obviously the Sedin brothers are gonna be
Yeah,
fun to
we're going
watch.
with a couple of the boys, and it should be a nice night.
Yeah, it's gonna be a fun one.
Yeah, just go watch some hockey for a little bit of a discounted price. Rogers, that stadium is expensive.
It
It
is.
is very expensive. Like, I don't understand how people afford to do anything there.
Yeah, and I'm hoping that hopefully tickets will go down because of how horrible the Canucks are.
Absolutely, Costco will be the play for dinner that night.
Absolutely. I'm very excited. It's like every time you go to a game in downtown, Costco is always the
I'm
play.
not getting food at Rogers.
No, why would you get food? It's
Absolutely
$20.
not.
No, I could just go to Costco.
No, the prices at Rogers are outrageous.
I think I don't know if this has happened yet, but you have to show your Costco card now, right there.
Oh, buddy, I'm way ahead of you.
I know you're way ahead. If I were to go, I'm not gonna be able to just buy food there, right?
No, you can't.
Yeah.
Oh, you know who can?
No,
No.
but
I could. I feel okay. I just gotta get into it. I think like having a Costco card is a flex.
I feel like it is because like the thing with like most grocery stores are like obviously it's like you got the higher end ones like those rich ones like Whole Foods like there's it's not
Yeah.
necessarily overpriced.
Yeah.
Um,
The organic stuff.
but Costco's on another level. You get like free samples that come with your daily groceries.
And don't forget the amazing return policy.
Absolutely, you can return something that's broken and they'll give you money back.
Okay, I'll tell you a little story. I did a little internship in Dominican Republic, summer 24. I bought new AirPods before I went.
Okay.
Okay. So excited. Never had AirPods before.
Yeah.
I'm like living life, so compatible with the iPhone. I feel like we're doing 2 ads. We're doing a Costco ad and an Apple ad.
Yeah.
but-
Please sponsor us, by
Yeah.
the way.
Anyways, so nice. And then I'm with the beach. I'm at the beach chilling with one of my boys, and the AirPods fall out of my pocket, hit a rock,
Oh
big dent,
no. Oh
big dent.
no.
I'm like, I'm in shambles. I'm in shambles. I'm like, what have I done?
Yeah.
I just ruined this beautiful $250 piece of technology.
AirPods are expensive.
They are.
Yeah.
It's an investment. And then I remember that I bought them at Costco.
The beautiful Costco return policy always comes in clutch.
And so when I come back, I'm like, Mom, could we go Costco? So at the time, I did not have my own Costco card. And she's like, sure. And I go up to the counter and she's like, have you disconnected them? I'm like, yeah. Money back. No questions asked.
And what did you do after with that money?
I bought myself another.
No, I
But
mean
you have to.
no, if one's broken, run it back.
I stick with The AirPod Pros.
But they're very nice. They're very
They are very
nice.
nice. The noise canceling is good. Not as good as the Sony WHXM 5000.
Yeah, and I honestly, I really like my Samsung buds.
Yeah, they're very nice, yeah.
Very nice as
Very
well.
comparable to the AirPods,
Yeah, they definitely
especially
are.
in, like, size and shape and design. It's almost like Samsung took inspiration from something. No, no, enough about AirPods.
Let's move on to a little segment that we had posted about we just talked about it last week, and then we wanted to get
Yeah,
your guys'
guys, no, 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 no,
opinions.
no. You did not deliver.
No one
We
delivered.
were hoping for, like, 20 hot takes. We were gonna talk the whole episode. This whole episode was
Yeah.
gonna be hot takes. There was, like, 3.
Yeah, now we have to space them out over time to try and fit as many hot takes in as possible. But please, please.
We appreciate everybody who did drop their hot takes.
And if you do have any hot takes, feel free to drop them on any episode from now
They
on.
don't even need to be about NHL. I'll respond to NFL hot takes. The Rams,
Are
Ishan
winning the Super Bowl.
is very
Are
passionate about
winning the
it.
Super Bowl.
If you have anything to say about that, you know,
Knock yourself out.
let us know.
Yeah.
Let us know. It's gonna be fun.
Your most wildest hot takes, you know? But yeah, I think some of them that came in, there was one from a guy that I go to school with. He said that the Sharks are winning the
Okay,
cup.
that's just a straight up lie.
I think there's a chance they make the playoffs. I feel like we take two sides here. I feel like you go with
Absolutely
no,
not.
and I'll go with there's a possibility.
Okay, okay. I get that Celebrini is cooking, and I get that he's gonna be.
And my boy Will Smith is cooking as well.
Yeah, and I understand that
And there's amazing depth.
Yaroslav
And Michael
Askarov is
Yusuf
good.
and Kiefer Sherwood's on that team now.
The thing is what I see from the team right now is that they ship their back end. Their back end is a bunch of old guys. You have Klingberg, you have Vinny, you know.
Yeah, their demon core is not super
It's
young.
not super young.
I mean, Klingberg's been cooking with Celebrini.
I understand, but I think what you do if you're the Sharks is you keep investing in the future and you go and you ship that piece at the deadline. You go ship Klingberg to a team that wants to give you a second, maybe 2 seconds, maybe a second and a third for him, and you retain a salary. Maybe even a first and you retain a salary. Like I think it's an amazing deal for the Sharks.
At the
And
same
you know, something that you like. I think that it's just something that the Sharks are gonna do at the deadline, and the team is gonna suffer because of that. Obviously, because you're not gonna have key pieces who have been really good for you, like Klingberg, who are holding up the back end. And it's crazy to say that Klingberg is holding up the back end because he was absolutely atrocious last year for the Oilers. So
Okay, I understand where you're coming from there, but at the same time, I could also see them just using their picks and just beefing up the back end. Because I feel like because of, I know we'll talk about this a little bit later in the episode, but they made a trade to get Kiefer Sherwood, and I feel like that kind of showed the rest of the league that they're trying to push for playoffs.
no, no. I think it's the exact opposite because I think it's a long-term signing. Had to the price for Sherwood was so little. It dropped so much that, and I'll say it right now, 2 second rounders and a D-man prospect.
Yeah, I think
It the original asking price at the beginning of the season was a first,
I think I think
and
no,
so
yeah, okay.
I think it was a first and a second. So for the Canucks to drop it to a second, I think shows a lot. You know, I don't think they finish at the bottom of the Pacific. I think the Canucks own that spot, but I think yeah, like they finish. Honestly, I could see them. I don't think this is crazy below the Ducks.
Who, the Sharks?
Yeah,
I honestly think
I think the Pacific finishes Vegas, Edmonton, Seattle. Honestly,
I
could be
think
Seattle.
my kind of like ideal is Vegas, Edmonton. I think it could be Seattle, but I think LA is gonna be it's gonna be
I
both
don't want to
LA.
play LA again.
It's gonna be both. I think LA and the Sharks are gonna be in those wild card positions, and I honestly think the Sharks can make the playoffs this year.
I think
I think they'll lose in the first
they could
round.
be a sneaky. Okay, but the hot take was Sharks winning the.
Okay, in all honesty, that's not gonna happen. There's no way they upset because they don't have any playoff experience. Unfortunately, their demon core is vets, but they haven't been to the playoffs in like
I think in the NHL,
5 years.
playoff experience
More.
is probably the most important.
Yeah, it's a very important piece because you think about all these young guys. Like obviously they know that the playoffs exist. They know how like vigorous the playoffs are, but they've never experienced it.
If you haven't lived through it, you haven't. It's not the same.
Yeah, like, the difference between, like, like, teams that will go back to the playoffs and, like, understand, like, like, teams, like, that have been contenders like Dallas, Edmonton, Colorado, Florida, Tampa, all those teams have been through the playoffs multiple times over the last couple years, and they know the hits are harder. Everyone wants it that much more, and
And
it's a different level of
it's
hockey.
also a minimum of 16 games to win it, a minimum of 16
And
games
it's more
extra.
it's more like
It's a
20 to 25
yeah,
games
it's a different style of no, maybe not 20 to 25 games.
for a team to go all the way.
Like, I would say 20 to 23.
Okay. So
Yeah,
around that
yeah,
range.
above 20, I think,
Yeah,
for sure. But, you know, it's a different type of hockey in the playoffs. It's more fun to watch.
it is.
It's more exciting.
There's the pressure is just that much
It
more.
is, yeah.
And I think, some of these young guys aren't gonna be able to perform at such a high level. I mean, like, they're good because they've been playing at, like, those World Junior Games, all those, like, high pressure situations and, like, tournaments as well, but this is honestly another level.
I think it's gonna be interesting to see how celebrating performs Olympic time, especially when you get to those quarterfinal matches, the semifinal matches.
And right now
Hopefully the gold medal match.
yeah. And right now, he's predicted to play alongside McDavid, literally the best player in the world. He shouldn't there's no
There's no
excuses.
excuse. Of
But
course,
yeah,
you were making excuses for Michael Misa last episode, but,
Michael Misa's the GOAT, bro.
that's an
I don't wanna hear it.
no,
He's gonna be an
that's another
amazing player
tangent.
next
That's
year.
another tangent.
Um, but yeah, I think the Sharks winning the cup is a very, very hot take. I don't think they make it past the first round, but I could see a world where they make the playoffs.
I think by touching that take, I think you get burned. That's how hot it is.
But moving on, another one that we got was Ingram and Yari's save percentage is gonna drop come playoff time. And to some extent, I could see this happening as well.
I think Jarry's playoff percentage could drop. I
Oh,
think Ingram gets more solid as the season goes on
wow.
and as more
I agree with you. The only thing I'm worried about is the mental. The mental for both goaltenders,
You know what?
honestly.
You know what? Ingram has dealt with some issues, some mental health issues, but I don't think that has to be career defining.
No,
I think that it can be a step in your stone to, yeah, last year he didn't have the greatest season with the Mammoth. Yeah, last year he checked into the player assistance program. But you know what? He's a different guy now. He went through the program. He feels better. He's playing great in Bakersfield. He's been playing great for the Oilers now. I think you got to cut the guy some slack. And yeah, we just talked about it. The playoffs are a different beast. I feel like the Oilers as a team, can get behind their goalie tandem
yeah, and I
and can
think
really instill like hope and values of confidence in their goalie tandem, just like they did with Skinner and especially with Pickard. Like I know that there's been reports that Pickard is feeling to be completely frankly really hurt by the fact that
not
he's
in that
goaltender three,
circulation.
and he's saying, like I don't know how old he is. I think he's 38.
Yeah,
But
something like
he's
that.
like
He's a little bit old. He's
He's
on the older
he's
side.
he's getting up there. He's like, "I'm 38, I've been here before, I know that I can bounce back and get back." I don't know that he can bounce back,
No,
but
but
I'm glad that he has the belief in him and the team has the belief in him that he can bounce
I
back.
think he showed like, I feel like the thing with the Oilers goaltending is a lot of the time when we struggle, no matter whether it's in the defensive end or offensively, the goaltender spark has been a huge thing. Like, for example, last year, Skinner was playing horrible. So we brought in Calvin Pickard, he went 6-0.
In the playoffs, yeah, yeah.
And he like it's sometimes you need that spark for the Oilers, for any team, like, realistically, to just try and get, like, the momentum going, and then it helps you just start winning games again, feel that confidence, and I feel like both these goaltenders kind of have that starter caliber kind of, just that ability, and I think they can both make really good plays in the
And you
playoffs.
know what? I like that healthy competition of, I could be a starter, but the guy sitting right next to me competing for the same spot could also be a starter.
I think it's gonna be I think what Skinner and Pickard lacked was Skinner didn't feel the amount of pressure that Pickard brought because Pickard wasn't like, you knew, like, in the back of our minds, we always knew, like, it could be a 1A, 1B situation, but Skinner was always the starter.
I don't think it was a 1A, 1B situation with Pickard and Skinner. Like, Skinner was told he was a starter.
Yeah, and he dealt with that, and he was like, "Yeah, that's okay for me." And I think he's a thing that a lot of goaltenders bring. That healthy competition is good because it's been showing in Pittsburgh as well. Like, you see two goaltenders who have been shipped off because you know their teams don't need them with Artur Silovs and Stuart Skinner, and they're both posting up really great numbers right now.
Yeah, but Skinner is playing his role, like, he's a backup.
Yeah.
Like, let's not kid ourselves. Skinner is a backup in this league.
Yeah, no, but he has been splitting the crease with Silovs though. Like he played. I know he didn't play in that game against the Oilers, but he played in the game before because they're on a back to back.
Yeah, well, and I mean, maybe he gets a couple extra games, like, maybe he plays 45
And I think that is more of like a who's gonna be the definite. Like I think Silovs will
or
be the
30, sorry,
definite starter,
35.
but I honestly I think it's good to see like that kind of like competition between goaltenders like amongst the league. Like there's multiple situations that are like that right now.
Oh, for sure, like, Gustafson,
Wallstead,
Wallstead.
even Wedgwood and
Oh,
Blackwood.
Blackwood's been horrible this year, though.
Yeah. Yeah, he's not
Today
been
today
great.
he let in 7 goals, so
Yeah, he's it's not been great, but that's why you have those other goaltenders who can fill that role.
would you classify Bussy and Anderson in that same
I
situation?
absolutely would.
I know you're high on Bussy right now.
No, but I think it's definitely a interesting situation that they have. I think sometimes Freddie Anderson does a good job, but Freddie's getting old. They're looking for younger talent to replace him, and I don't know if that means just letting Brandon Bushy take the lead role, or are they going to bring back Piotr and trade away a goaltender? I don't know what's going to happen with that situation, but
I
it's
I
definitely
think
interesting.
honestly, at the end of the day, I think Freddie retires.
Yeah. I think they're gonna try and win obviously they've been trying for the last couple of years, but I think this team is looks very solid for them. I think they can possibly make a move at the deadline, but we'll see. They still have a little bit of cap space left, so I'm sure they'll try and get something going.
Okay, so definitively, I'm saying I don't think that their save percentage drops come playoffs. I think that the defense has really set in. I think that when you remove Regula from the lineup, the defense is solid,
But yeah, just like a quick touch on that. Spencer Stasny, I think, has been really, really good.
really good.
I really like that pickup from the Oilers. For only a third rounder, I'll absolutely take his how he's played. He's fit really well into the team. He's playing alongside Wallman, so that's a very kind of like pacey defense group that jumps up a lot. You saw that with Wallman scoring against Pittsburgh, and it was on the it was
Yeah,
shorthanded.
yeah, Stastny wasn't on the
Um,
ice, but
but like he has that pace that will jump up with
oh,
the
for sure,
players.
for sure.
Um, and it's nice to see.
Yeah, I think those the 2 trades that were made were, just questioning it a little bit at the beginning, but
I think it was worth it in the end.
I think they've panned out to be successful.
Another possible trade that could happen, that is like a little bit of a soft spot. Evander Kane is possibly getting most likely gonna get moved. Um,
I would say for sure is gonna get moved.
yeah, but the kind of like ballpark of two teams that are possibly picking him up are the Avs or Dallas. I wish both of them the best of luck with Kaner. I think it'll be interesting to see. I think he would fit more on
No,
Dallas.
really?
Yeah. I honestly
'Cause I would say the Avs.
I think it'd be interesting to see him play alongside someone like Brock Nelson.
No,
Um,
no, he's a
but
third
do
he's
you
a
think he
third or
gets
fourth,
third line
bottom
minutes?
bottom 6.
I think when I put him in the Dallas kind of
I
route,
think
I
it's
think
interesting I think it's interesting to put him beside Parker Kelly.
yeah, I think it'll be interesting, but I like kind of what Dallas has going right now with their kind of young guy, old guy kind of mentality, and I think Evander Kane will help that. Um,
It's fair.
kinda like, but I could very well see him in the Avs jersey as well.
Yeah, I kinda it kinda reminds me of when Nazem Kadri played for the Avs.
Yeah, no,
You
no,
know what I mean?
it does, it
You know what I
does.
mean?
Yeah. Yeah, another big move in the NHL, probably the biggest, that we've seen in a
S
little bit.
since the Quinn Hughes move.
Yeah, the Rasmus Andersson trade to the Vegas Golden Knights.
And of course, Vegas got him.
Yeah, and I don't know if you saw this, but they have every single first round pick they've traded for or that they've, drafted,
Except for one.
except for one. I don't know who it is.
I can't remember who it is yet.
Um, but it's interesting. I like the trade for them. It obviously brings in some depth. They didn't have to give up too much. Zack Whitecloud, solid defenseman and a D-man prospect. in Abram Wiebe. I'm sorry if I butchered that. And then conditional first round pick in the 2027 draft. So get basically a first round pick, and then a conditional second round pick in the 2028 NHL draft. But a big thing about that second round pick is if Vegas somehow manages to beat the Oilers and win the cup, that second in 2028 turns into a first. And what Calgary has really said about that is they're very happy with the trade.
I think Calgary won the trade.
Yeah, I agree. I think
I think Vegas overpaid.
but I think they had to do that.
To be honest, I don't think so,
Oh, he's also on his last year.
especially because there was no deal in place when he signed, you know? I think if Rasmus Andersson had agreed to a deal and it was like a sign and trade
Yeah,
type of thing,
I think that would have been
then it's like
interesting.
then it's a fair trade, you know?
Mhm.
But the fact that Anderson still hasn't signed with Vegas, that's a little worrisome for me, especially if I'm Vegas management. Yeah, probably I'm in talks with him and his agent trying to figure out what number he wants to get to.
'Cause
And
also
it probably
their team is pretty high on the cap as well.
they
It's not
are
like they're, like, low, they have elite players that are making big time money, like Jack Eichel, Mark Stone,
Mitch Marner.
Mitch Marner. Yeah, like, all of those players, are making big time bucks, so
Yeah, and I think that they do get a deal done eventually, but I think just like the headache of management having to go through that and wonder, are we gonna have Anderson on our team next year? We're gonna have to look for another, first line or second line demon, you know? Like that's something that I think plays into this deal and for me ultimately shows me that Calgary won the deal.
and I think it's a big risk for Vegas, you, like a lot of the time you don't know how especially with Demon, you don't know how they're gonna fit with your team, like, the Demon core is very like, you've seen it multiple times, like Klingberg, who is an amazing player, just didn't fit with the Oilers, and that's why, he didn't re-sign, I believe, with the
No,
Oilers. But yeah, you see that multiple times with different defensemen around the league, and it's just it's what happens. But I think he in his first game he played tonight, he had an
he did
assist
in the
on Mark
first game.
Stone's empty netter.
Okay.
So
I honestly I think it's too big a risk for the Vegas Golden Knights.
I think
I don't see it panning out the way that people think it'll pan out. Like I think that not to put it lightly, but like just to say that I think Rasmus Anderson is a great player.
he
Don't get me
is.
wrong. Don't make me wrong. He makes the right reads. He scores goals. He assists when you need him to show up. But he's not that guy who's gonna change your back end like you need a change
Yeah,
in Vegas.
I think like Vegas was kind of trying to fill that like Alex Pietrangelo kind of player, and obviously it brings him more of an offensive threat. And he's a solid defenseman, like a solid defensive
Yeah, yeah,
defenseman.
absolutely.
But he's never gonna fill that Alex Pietrangelo with, like, the leadership I feel like that Pietrangelo brought as well.
Yeah, not necessarily the leadership, but I don't think his just like his game is at the same level.
Yeah, and, like,
And
he
I
was
think
he
he was a byproduct of Calgary being so bad that it made him look a little bit better than he actually is.
yeah,
And you can agree with me or not, but I think that that's just part of what happens with these rebuilding teams and these teams that aren't performing at a certain level, you know? Like even with like very extreme example, but like McDavid or Drysdale in 2016, 2017, I feel like they looked a lot better than they actually were because just comparatively to the team.
I mean, you look at, like, a player like, Liam Ogren, who was traded in the Quinn Hughes trade
Yeah,
on
or like even like Zeev Beanham.
yeah, like, you no, but, like, for specifically, Ogren never had a point on Minnesota,
Yeah.
and then when he came to the Canucks, he was playing top line
Like
minutes.
obviously he wasn't playing top line minutes in
Yeah.
Minnesota, but like
But, like, because he's on a worse team, he has that ability.
exactly.
He has that ability to showcase himself and, like, build that confidence as well, which is really important.
Exactly.
But yeah, I think those rebuilding teams help, like, showcase your talent, and I think in a good way, it's good to because you get back more
Yeah.
for a player, but, I think it was a very good trade for Calgary.
Like, okay, I'll bring up an example. I don't think Frank Nazar would get as much hype if he was playing for a contender.
Yeah, I would somewhat agree with that.
Like, he's good. He's really good. But is he so good to the point at what we're putting him right now, maybe not.
No, I don't think so. And he's been injured as well a lot, like, this year, which is, led kind of him to, like, not showcase his abilities, but, you know, that's, it's unfortunate.
Yeah, actually, I heard a rumor that the Oilers were looking at maybe adding Taves at the deadline.
Devon?
No,
Jonathan?
absolutely.
He's a center though, right?
He is a center.
I don't want another center, me personally. I like our center depth right now.
I think you can.
Unless we get rid of Henrik. But
Yeah, that fourth line.
yeah, I think I like
I
I
know
like
that
our
I
kind
know
of
that the Oilers
situation
are
right now.
actively shopping on a top nine top line forward.
Yeah, and I know I don't know if you knew about this. I know it's not about the Oilers, but Carolina right now is shopping for a star,
He,
and they're willing to trade.
somebody was like, "Do you guys even know Puck?" On the video he released about PD going to the Carolina
I
Hurricanes.
think it very well
If
could
you're
happen.
listening to this, I hope you know that he is gonna go to the Carolina
Uh,
Hurricanes.
but they're willing to trade Nichushkin.
I saw that.
Yeah, and I think if I was the Canucks, I would try and go figure that deal out. He's a very good up and coming defenseman, and I think he's gonna be very solid.
And to have him and Biam
Like those are two players that
in
can
your
develop
back
us
end
along, like players like Hronik, who has said that he wants to be there for the rebuild. And
with Elias Pettersson, not
um,
not the not the forward, not the
no.
bad one, but the good one,
And then you
Vince.
have like players like an older player like Marcus Pettersson as well.
Exactly.
So like you have those vets that can teach the young guys as well, which is nice.
I think it's not an amazing opportunity, but I think it's another opportunity for you to try and kickstart your rebuild. And I think that if the Canucks management really wanna commit to this rebuild, you go and trade Petey.
No, because I think you go P like, if you realistically, for PD, like, you can get Nichushkin and a couple firsts, I think.
I understand that there's a little bit more to the sports industry than just trading your players. Like, obviously, you gotta sell tickets for next year, and nobody's gonna wanna come watch.
No, but if you have, like, if you
But,
get
like,
high in the draft, like, you get, like,
exactly,
Gavin
get
McKenna or, like, Stenberg or, Verhoff, like, people are gonna wanna go see
people.
those young guys.
You know what'd be crazy? Biam Nichushkin.
It would be very
It'd be
interesting.
insane. It would be kind of insane. I'm
Um,
just saying. Demko is, crying every night he goes home because he signed this contract to stay in Vancouver.
yeah. Arthur Shilovs is thanking his saving grace that he's playing for Pittsburgh instead.
But, like,
But is it even that much?
it
No, but speaking of the Canucks, we talked a little bit about this before, but Sherwood got traded. I know it's a little bit of a big news, but I like the move for the Sharks.
I do, yeah. I think it's another type of deal where the price got reduced because of the fact that he didn't sign that guaranteed contract.
Yeah.
I think the Sharks get it done. I like the move from the Sharks. He adds a little bit of presence.
That hitting and kind of like that forecheck is going to be good.
Exactly. And like kind of protection for those younger guys like Celebrini and Will Smith. I think it gives a little bit um of prowess to that team that maybe they were missing a little bit before. And Sherwood is still hasn't signed his contract, so he's still in his contract year, and he's going to be looking to score more goals and try and get on the board a little bit more and try and earn more dollars for that next contract that he signs. I think with the Sharks, but it could be, to be honest, wherever he ends up in the summer because he is a valuable asset, and I don't think the Sharks will wanna wanna give him up, and I think that they'll get a deal done eventually. But yeah, he's gonna try and earn as many dollars as he can on this next contract and make the most of his time in Vancouver and in San Jose.
Yeah, he didn't play today. Michael Misa got an assist today as well.
He passed the puck.
But
It's probably secondary.
yeah, I think I don't think the Sharks play until Tuesday next. Which is kind of crazy where they're playing the Canucks.
Wonderful.
So we'll see how that goes.
Maybe
That'll
we
be
should go to that
interesting.
game.
That'd be honestly a very fun game to go to.
Macklin in town,
Um,
and the tickets would probably be cheap. I have to look into
I
that.
I don't know actually, cause Celebrity's got that star talent now. But he's
Yeah,
not a McDavid. He's not a
but he's not
McDavid
a
or a
McDavid.
McKinnon. So I don't know. We'll see.
He's not McDavid, he's not McKinnon, he's not Nikita Kucherov
No, he's not
yet.
yet. I think
Yet.
very well possibility in the next
Next
few
year,
years.
yeah,
Yeah.
next year, next couple of years, yeah. We're gonna bring back a segment that Ishan and I truly enjoyed doing, which we did last week, which was guess the player. I don't know, it was just it was a fun little thing for us to do, you
Yeah,
know?
I
It
think
was
it's nice. It's nice, yeah, and it gives I don't know, it gives a chance to like kind of test our knowledge a little bit.
exactly, exactly. Well, I think because I started last week, I think it's only fair that you start this week.
Okay.
So you go for it.
Okay.
We this week just as a disclaimer, if you want to play along, this week it's only forward, top 6 forwards, and there is 1 goalie out of the 3 players.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna start with this player was drafted in 2017
Okay.
in the first round.
Okay.
And he was the first overall pick.
Mhm. Oh, okay.
He
Okay.
plays on New Jersey.
He plays for New Jersey now?
Yeah.
Okay.
And he got drafted from drafted
To
by
New
New
Jersey,
Jersey.
okay.
Last year's stats, he played 75 games,
Okay.
35 goals, and 34 assists for a total of 69 points.
I feel like I'm overthinking this.
I don't know, are you?
27
Not too long ago. Not too
not
long
too long.
ago.
Well, I
Not too long
mean,
ago.
to be honest, almost 10 years.
Yeah.
You know, you can't say not too long. Almost 10 years. No, that's oh my god. I'm kinda okay, first thought, Jack Hughes.
Okay. Yeah.
Because, like, realistically
I feel like you know the New Jersey team pretty well, so you know
yeah.
who's on their top six.
Their top 6 consists of Timo Meyer, Jesper Bratt, Jack Hughes, Nico Hischier is another name that comes to mind, but I don't think he was a first overall pick. We didn't go defenseman this week, so it can't be defenseman.
I'll give you a little bit of help if you want
Okay.
in the top six. There's also Dawson Mercer,
Dawson Mercer, yeah. Well, I don't think it's Dawson Mercer.
Andre Palat.
Yeah, I don't think it's Andre Palat, but that fills out your top 6. And I'm gonna go Jack Hughes, final answer.
It was not Jack
It was
Hughes.
not Jack Hughes?
Jack Hughes is only 23 years old. He's only been in the
Wow.
league for 5 years,
Wow.
I think. Maybe
So
even less.
so it was
If
Jesper Bratt?
it was Nico Hischier.
It was Nico Hischier.
Nico Hischier was the first overall
Wow.
player, the first Swiss player to get drafted first overall, the
Wow.
first pick in the
Wow.
draft.
That's, I feel like that's bad for me, to be honest, because that was the easy round. No,
um,
I honestly it slipped my mind that Nico Hischier was the first overall pick.
Yeah, no, I thought because it was the first overall pick and, it's New Jersey that you would have got it, but, there was 2 kind of options there, but I don't know, he kinda is a little bit of a slept on first overall pick. He's a very solid player, you know?
He's a solid player. I feel like comparables to the type of player not type of player that he is, but, like, where he ended up is kinda like where I see Lafreniere.
Yeah, but honestly, I think he's had a better career than Lafreniere.
Yeah, yeah, I feel like
I
that's
think
fair.
he will have a better career than
I feel like
Lafreniere
that's
as
fair.
well, 'cause he's a captain of a team. He's shown his leaderships,
No, no,
it's
for sure.
yeah,
Okay, should we move on to yours?
yes.
Okay. Plays for the Chicago Blackhawks.
Oh my god. It's the
Drafted
easy one.
drafted to the Detroit Red Wings on to pick 58 in 2013.
He's an old boy.
His 2024-25 stats were 82 games played, 23 goals, and 23 assists.
I don't think I'm gonna overthink this one too much. First player that comes to mind is Tyler Bertuzzi. I don't see another player that, you know, stands out to me realistically
Mhm.
because like it could be like Nick Foligno, but I think he plays on the third line. I don't really know, like besides Bedard, Nazar, Mikheyev is another plus, but I think he was drafted by the
Yeah,
Canucks.
Burakovsky also plays on the top C.
Burakovsky,
Yeah,
okay. But I think
he's real
Burakovsky's a
low-hit.
little bit of a younger guy, not
Yeah,
2013.
2013 is a while ago.
Is a while ago. I think Bertuzzi's a little bit of an older guy, so I am gonna go Tyler Bertuzzi's final answer.
You are correct.
Okay.
It was Tyler Bertuzzi.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It was a good guess.
Yeah.
That was an easy one though.
Yeah, that was
That
a
was the
really
easy
easy
one.
one.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I think my next one isn't too difficult
Okay,
either,
okay.
but we'll see. Okay. Draft year is 2017 as well. Round 3. Pick
Okay.
67th.
You did that on purpose. Swear you did that on purpose.
His draft team was Carolina.
Interesting.
He now plays on Boston.
Interesting.
His games played is 77 last year, goals 33, and assists 24, with total points being 57.
Okay, so my initial guess is that he's played for Boston for a couple years now, at least, because Carolina did not trade with Boston last year. And if I don't remember the trade, I feel like he's always been a Boston Bruin. And just based on knowing you, I feel like for me, the name that's coming to me is Geeky.
Okay.
I'm not 100% sure if he plays in their top six though.
I can kind of give you like an estimate. I did look at their top six. I don't remember too well, but Pavel Jaka, I believe, is in their top six. Pasternak, Geeky is in their top six.
Okay.
I believe there's some other guys.
Does Arvidsson play in the top six or no?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I think he plays in the top 9.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. But there's some other guys that I don't really know how to pronounce their name very well. Could be them as well.
Okay, I think just because of the age and kinda the point totals from last year, I'm gonna lock in Morgan Geeky.
That is correct.
Okay.
That is correct. Yeah. No, I didn't think I would go too difficult on that one because
Yeah,
I kind of threw you off with Nico. You tried to know if you're gonna say Jack Hughes or
yeah.
not.
Yeah,
But yeah, one of my favorite players in the right now.
yeah.
But yeah, I didn't know. I think for me, like if I were to get that, it would have been between Geeky and Pavel Jaka.
Yeah, for sure.
Um,
I think Xhaka's a little older than him.
I think so
Yeah.
as well. But yeah, no, good guess.
Yeah. It's surprising that I knew him in the 2017 draft, but not
3rd round.
not the first overall pick, you know?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so your next player is gonna be drafted to the Washington Capitals. Round 3,
Oh, I hate the Capitals.
pick 91.
Wait, round 3?
Round 3, pick 91. His in 2019.
Late pick.
In 2019.
Mhm. In 2019.
2019.
Okay, so he's not too
His 2024-25 stats were 76 games played, 30 goals, 36 assists with the Washington Capitals.
6 assists. And
That
he's played with the Washington Capitals.
he plays for them now. Yeah, that's the team he plays for.
And there's no defenseman, so it's only a forward.
No defenseman.
How many goals, sorry, what was it? Points, goals.
30 goals, 36 assists for a total of 66 points.
Okay, so he's not a bad player. He's a solid player. Players that have been coming to mind right now, Tom Wilson. Is probably option number 1. Connor McMichael's another option. I don't know if I think he plays in their top 6. He is way too old to be anywhere near that category. I don't really know too many other players. Alexei Protas, but I think he's a little bit young for that category in 2019. It's not out of reach though, but I think I'm gonna lock in Tom Wilson.
Tom Wilson is incorrect.
Wow.
It was Alexei Protas.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Protas had a good season last
Yeah,
year.
he did. Yeah, it surprised me when I saw the stat line. I was like, you know what?
That's kind of
Like,
insane.
I think Tom Wilson is actually a tad bit older than that.
Yeah, interesting.
I think he went around, I want to say 2012-ish, and you can fact check that for
Yeah,
me right now,
I'm gonna fact check that.
because I think
Really
I think he is a little bit of an older fella.
He's 31 actually. It's a little bit surprising. He was drafted in 2012.
I sniped that.
Yeah,
I
you
sniped
did.
that.
You did. Interesting. Okay, that's a little bit of a mishap on my part. I didn't realize he was that old.
Yeah,
I don't know. He's kind of been on the radar as of recent.
he's been on a heater the last couple seasons.
Yeah.
Maybe he's having a Zach Cassian type of beat. No, I'm just playing Zach. No, Zach Cassian is an anomaly. Tom Wilson, I love you. You're gonna do great for Team Canada, and I hope you can sign my jersey one day.
Yeah, and I hope Washington Capitals don't make the playoffs. But moving on. All right, this is the hardest one yet.
Also, Ishan, I think you need to buy me a Leon Draisaitl Germany jersey.
Why?
I think we make a prediction for Olympics, and then whoever loses has to buy the other an Olympic jersey of their choice.
$300.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can discuss this later
We'll
on.
discuss this. We'll
Yeah.
discuss this. Okay, moving on to the last pick. Um, this player is a goaltender because we haven't done a goaltender yet.
Yes.
Pretty big hint. Um, Draft year 2006. 4th round, 99th pick.
You're despicable.
I went easy with the first
You're
2.
despicable,
I went
bro.
easy with the first 2.
4th round?
His, draft team was Toronto,
Okay.
and he is now on the Ottawa Senators. His last year's stats were 22 games played, and 901 save percentage, and a goals against of 2.9.
How many games did he play last year?
Last year, he played 22 games, so just over the 20-game
The minimum, yeah,
minimum
yeah.
that we set.
Okay. Okay, obviously it's not Markstrom. Or sorry, not Mark. It's not Mark. Obviously. Obviously.
Can't be. Linus? No. He wasn't injured last year, was he?
Linus was not injured last year, no.
No.
And he's not that old.
Omar's definitely up there.
Okay, okay. The name that's coming to me right now, and I'm not 100% sure if he plays for Ottawa even, but I'm thinking Reimer.
Okay. Interesting.
I'm thinking James Reimer. I don't know why, but I feel like I've seen him in an Ottawa jersey. I might be wrong. He might play for Philly, but I'm gonna lock in James Reimer.
That is a crazy snipe. That is
Yeah.
correct. That's
What?
correct. Oh, wow.
That's
I can't believe
crazy.
you got
No,
that.
I think I remember seeing him play one game with Ottawa, you know?
Yeah, he's played 3 games with Ottawa now. They just signed him recently. He wasn't in the NHL. He didn't have a contract after Buffalo let him go.
Yeah.
But yeah. No, I think I think with all things considering, I don't think it was too difficult.
Too difficult? Yeah,
I
yeah.
think cuz the Ottawa doesn't really have a good backup
No, they don't, yeah.
aside from like Levi
Leaving
Merlainen.
Ireland. Yeah, I mean,
But
Levi was
Levi's young, I
he
think.
yeah, I mean, he came to mind, but it was like, he's a lot younger than '06.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He was it's
I think he
actually
was born
insane.
in '06. Like,
Yeah, he was born in 2002.
yeah, so
I can't believe, James Reimer was drafted before I was born.
isn't that
That's
crazy?
insane.
Isn't that crazy? Okay, well, obviously, you also know that the last player is a goaltender for me.
Mhm.
He was drafted to Boston, round 3, pick 7, 2015. His 2024 stats were 30 games played, 2.8 goals allowed against, and an 898 save percentage,
Not
and
the
he
best.
currently plays for Philadelphia.
Okay. Alright. So, 2 players that come to mind currently. I don't know who their backup is, but Harrison is the player that comes to mind. I don't really It's unfortunate we don't get a little bit of a research here because I don't really know who their backup goaltender is, and I feel like that's who it is. He currently plays for Philly. Interesting. Honestly, I'm probably not gonna get this because of the fact that
You don't know?
I just don't know who they are. Cause I don't remember who their goaltender is besides Harrison. Yeah, I think, honestly, I'm blanking on who their backup is, so I'm gonna have to guess Sam Harrison.
Harrison? That unfortunately is incorrect.
Yeah.
It is, Dan Vladar.
Holy smokes, bro.
I told you it was gonna be hard. You said easy, medium, hard, so I went easy, medium, hard, like
That's insane.
I don't think that's that insane. Dan Vladar played against the Oilers many, many times, especially Battle of Alberta.
Yeah, sure.
Somebody's not too happy with themselves. Now let's move on to player of the week. We have Ryan O'Reilly, who was in the talks last week at honorable mention. 2 goals, 5 assists, 3 games played. Really leading that Predators team.
Yeah, and, just as a little, side note, Elise said last year that he wasn't a star, and now he's in our honorable mention list.
He's not.
He had a hat trick last week as well. I talked about
I
that last week.
could not care less. I could not care less.
But moving on to our player of the week, we have Kirill the Thrill Kaprizov. What a week for this guy. 2 goals, 6 assists, or sorry,
8.
8 assists in 4 games played. And he had 2 goals and 1 assist in his most recent game, including the OT winner, which
Last
is an
night
absolute snipe.
against the Detroit
Yeah.
Red Wings.
It was a very good game.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think definitely deserves that position.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, he's been playing really, really well. There's a reason they call him Krill the Thrill. Guys, hope you enjoyed this iteration of the podcast. We appreciate all the support you guys have been giving us on TikTok, on Instagram, on YouTube. We hope that you guys can maybe give some hot takes for us to react to.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter if it's on the other TikTok or Instagram or like Reel or whatever, but yeah, drop it on any video.
On any video on any platform, we're happy to respond to them. We appreciate all your guys' support, and we just want to keep producing good quality podcasts for you guys.
Yeah, and even if the hot takes are contradicting our takes,
Exactly.
more than welcome to do that as well.
I feel like that's more I'm blanking on the word here, but
It's better.
no, like inspiration. No, not inspiration, but like yeah, it's better to put them in because you know, it just contradicts with us more. The NHL this weekend, right? NFL this weekend, plus
And
we're in our final week before Super Bowl.
look forward to two main things. I know we didn't really talk about this on the podcast, but yeah, Super Bowl, Olympics are very soon.
Olympics are very soon.
I think
So
they start
enjoy the last little bit of hockey that we're gonna get.
mid-February.
No, February 6th.
They start February 6th?
Yeah, I think the last day of NHL is February 5th.
Wow. Okay.
So
yeah, get excited. I'm
soak
excited.
up that last bit of NHL because it's not gonna be there, and men's tournament doesn't start until the 12th, so there is gonna be a 7-day break. Obviously, there is women's, which is great hockey, but we're gonna have a little bit of lapse in that big men's competitions. Stay tuned. We appreciate the support, and we'll see you guys next week.